Welcome to your hip mobility stretch session. You're going to start by finding a wide knee position for a child's pose. Go ahead, sink back into those hip flexors, stretching through your spine, up through your shoulders. You're going to take a rock forward and then continue to find just a little more stretch through those hip flexors each time. Go at your own pace and match your own breath. Does not have to be fast. Potentially finding a little more depth each time into those hip flexors. Next, you'll be taking a moment to plant those hands, push back into a down dog. Again, sinking through those hips wherever you're comfortable. Take a moment to pedal out those feet and knees. In this session, you're going to take a moment to shift forward into plank, and you're going to continue to move through the series of planks and hip flexor down dogs each time, potentially getting more stretch as you go along. Again, work at your own speed, breath, cadence. You do not have to keep pace with me. Find what feels good. From here, I want you to take a foot forward, plant it between your hands, find a deeper runner's lunge, and then find that twist through your midsection. Your hand does not have to stay planted on the ground. You can have that hand hover towards the floor as long as you're finding that stretch. Each time trying to find a little more depth and stretch through those hips. Working at your own pace and where you're comfortable, kind of matching that exhale to your stretch. Sinking through those hips, and doing as many as feel good at whatever pace feels good here. After this, you're going to go ahead and set your back knee down, plant your hands to the inside, and kind of find a little bit more stretch and depth through those hips. You can sink front to back, kind of rocking through and finding a little bit more stretch and depth each time. Again, exhaling as you stretch here, finding your breath at whatever pace feels good to you, holding for as long as feels good for you as well. Go through that series a few times, bending and stretching deep into that runner's lunge. Wherever you are comfortable, work with what you have. After this, you're going to go ahead and grab a kettlebell or some sort of weight. Go ahead and plant that foot, using that back one for balance. You're going to let that weight hang down between legs and find a shift, knee tracking over that toe towards the outside. I want you to hold this position for about 5 seconds each rep. As you come back through center, you're going to take that slight twist to relieve some of that stretch towards the inside, and then sinking back into that hip, finding a little bit more depth each time. We'll do this to both sides for about 5 to 6 reps each direction. Exhale as you find that stretch, exhaling down a little bit deeper with each one. Again, working at your own pace and whatever depth feels comfortable for you. The weight is just added resistance, helping to allow gravity to drag you deeper into that stretch. Remember to breathe, work at your own pace and cadence. If it feels good to stay there a little bit longer, feel free to hold that stretch a little bit extra. Whatever feels good to you. From there, go ahead, lose that weight and find a seated position on the floor, whatever's comfortable for you. It does not have to look like this. We're going to also do some arms while we're here. Take that crossbody arm stretch, really feeling that stretch across your back and through your shoulder. Again, holding that for as long as comfortable for you. When you're done there, you're going to take it up and over your head, pulling from that elbow, allowing you to feel that stretch all through your shoulder, through the backside of your arm. As you work your way back towards standing, I want you to take a wide foot position and find a deep squat here. If it does not look like this, that is okay. It can be more up here, whatever depth your body allows. But I want you to work to shift a little bit from side to side, kind of wiggling through those hips. If it feels good to kind of shift and rotate through each side, take that position as well. Whatever feels good here. Remember, it does not have to be at that depth. Shake it on out. Have a great workout.